The Blue Jays take on the Yankees, 7:05 p.m. Eastern first pitch. The Yankees are the $1.55 favorite, totals 9 runs. We got Deivi Garcia for the Bombers, Taiwan Walker for the Jays. I'm 3-0 my last 3 NBA tier package plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. I'm also hitting at 80% my last 15 picks in that same category. For more information on how you can access these premium sports picks, link for that site is in the description section below, and that's patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, Taiwan Walkers 3-2 on the season with a 2.95 ERA and 36 strikeouts. He's also 1-0 since joining the Blue Jays with a 1.15 ERA. Toronto's won 5 out of their last 7, including a 12-7 victory over the Yankees during that span. The Jays rank in the top 10 in striking batters out, top 10 in fewest runs allowed on the road. Randall Grichuk leads the team in hits and RBI. He's knocked in 27 thus far in the year. Teoscar Hernandez is currently batting .308 and blasted 14 home runs. And Kayvan Biggio currently has an on-base percentage of .372. The Blue Jays are 1.5 games ahead of the Yankees in the standings, and they're just 3.5 games back of the Rays for first place in the AL East. They're taking on a New York squad who, despite being red hot as of late, they still rank in the bottom 10 in the league in hits on average per game. The Bombers are still going to work without Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge. Urshela still questionable with that arm injury. Now, the New York Yankees also rank in the bottom half of the league in scoring on average per game. And speaking of scoring, when it comes to the total in this one, 2 out of Deivi Garcia's last 3 starts stayed under the posted total. 5 out of the Yankees' last 6 home games also stayed under the line. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays on the other side went 5-1 to the under in their last 6 at Yankee Stadium. 6 out of Taiwan Walkers' 8 starts on the season stayed under the total as well. Give me the Underdog Blue Jays plus 1.5 and the under 9 runs in that contest. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the video. Got some lines of personal leans out for Tuesday's MLB baseball action. Happy Tuesday to you. Hopefully you guys had a great start to your week. Now, before we go ahead and dive into some more free content right here on YouTube, I just want to take another quick timeout just to remind you that we are 3-0 in our last 3 NBA tier package plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. We're also hitting at 80% in our last 15 picks in that same category as well. For more information on how you can join in on the action, link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And moving on, we're going to take a look at the Twins versus the White Sox. And that's going to be an 8:10 p.m. Eastern start time. The White Sox are minus $1.25, totals 9 runs. The Twins are plus $1.05 for some money line cash. We got Randy Dobnak for the Twins, Dane Dunning for the White Sox. Dunning has a 2.70 ERA through 20 innings of work. He's also punched out 21 batters and has a 1.00 whip. The White Sox are a perfect 4-0 in their last 4 Dane Dunning starts. They also rank in the top 5 in scoring, top 3 in hits. Chicago's in first place in the AL Central, 15 games above 500. Chicago also has the most wins in the American League with 31. They rank in the top 5 in fewest runs allowed per game, top 10 in hits allowed. Jose Abreu leads the club in hits, homers, and RBI. Jose smashed 15 home runs and knocked in 48. He currently leads the big leagues in runs batted in. Also can't forget about Tim Anderson, who's also leading the majors in batting average right now. He's hitting .369 on the year with an on-base percentage 8 points above 400. Chicago's winning nearly 78% of their ball games when favored. Really, really good percentage there when laying the juice. They are taking on a Minnesota club who lost 2 out of their last 3 ball games where Randy Dobnak made the start. The Twins are also struggling on the road this season, winning just 39% of their ball games when traveling. The Twins are in the bottom half of the league in scoring on average per game. They also rank in the bottom half of the league in hits allowed per game on the road. And when it comes to the scoring in this one, 2 out of Dobnak's last 3 starts got over the posted total. 4 out of Minnesota's last 5 games in Chicago also got over the line at Guaranteed Rate Field. Meanwhile, Dane Dunning's last 2 starts for the White Sox got over the number themselves. Give me the Chicago White Sox winning this one straight up and the over 9 runs in that contest. All right, next matchup, it is going to be Indians-Cubs, 8:15 p.m. East. The Cubs are minus 150, totals 8 runs. The Indians are plus $1.30 for some moneyline cash. Pretty good price point there. Carlos Carrasco for the Indians, Yu Darvish for the Cubbies. Now, Darvish is 7-2 on the season with a 1.77 ERA and a .88 whip. Yu struck out 72 batters in just 56 innings of work. The Cubs have won 7 out of their last 8 ball games where Darvish threw out the first pitch. The Cubbies are in first place in the NL Central, 4 games ahead of St. Louis in the standings. Chicago ranks in the top 10 in Major League Baseball in fewest runs allowed per contest. They're also in the top 5 in fewest walks allowed at home. Ian Happ leads the club in pretty much everything. He's batting .273 with 12 homers and 28 ribbies. Ian's also got an on-base percentage of .384. Kyle Schwarber's right behind him with 10 home runs. Anthony Rizzo's hit 9. They're taking on a Cleveland squad who lost their last 6 straight games, ice cold right now, averaging just 2.8 runs per contest during that stretch. Carlos Carrasco's on the mound for the Indians tonight. Just a 2-4 win-loss record on the season, 1.29 whip. Carrasco's also walked 20 batters on the season as well. Cleveland's just 1-3 straight up in Carrasco's last 4 starts. The Cleveland Indians also rank in the bottom 5 in the league in scoring on average per game, bottom 10 in road hits. And when it comes to the total in this one, 4 out of Carrasco's last 5 starts stayed under the posted total. The Indians also went 80% to the under in their last 10 games as the underdog. They are taking on a Cubby squad who went 7-2 to the under in their last 9 themselves. The Chicago Cubs also went 4-1 to the under in their last 5 games at Wrigley Field. Give me the Chicago Cubs winning this one straight up in the under 8 runs in that contest. And with that, we're going to dive into our next and final matchup for the show. It is going to be Dodgers-Padres, 9:10 p.m. Eastern start time. The Dodgers are minus $1.35 on the road here. Total's 8.5. The Padres are plus $1.10 for an upset win. Zach Davies for the Padres, Tony Gonsolin for the Dodgers. Now, the Dodgers have lost 3 out of their last 4 ball games, and that's going to include a 5-2 loss to last place Arizona. The Dodgers have won just 3 out of their last 8 as well. This Dodger pitching staff ranks in the bottom half of the league in strikeouts. This Dodger lineup also ranks in the top 10 in the league in most strikeouts at the plate when traveling. They're going to have to go up against Zach Davies for the San Diego Padres, who's gone 7-2 this season for the Pods, 2.48 ERA and over 54 innings of work. Davies has punched out 50 batters, and he's got a whip of just 0.96. San Diego's also won their last 5 straight games where Davies made the start. The Padres rank in the top 3 in the league in scoring, top 5 in striking batters out. They're also winning 76% of their games at Petco Park. Manny Machado leads the club in hits and RBI. Manny's currently batting .312 with 13 homers and 40 runs batted in. He's actually 4th in the majors in RBI in that category there. Jake Cronenworth also is batting .328 for the Padres, which is 10th in the majors in that category. And of course, can't forget about Fernando Tatis Jr., who has been ripping the cover off the ball for most of the season. He currently leads the club in home runs with 14. He's also knocked in 40 in the RBI category himself. Now, the Padres are currently on an 8-game winning streak, red hot right now. That includes sweeps of the Rockies and Giants during that stretch. And when it comes to the total in this one, Davies' last 2 starts both stayed under the posted number. 6 out of their last 8 ball games also stayed under the line. Meanwhile, the Dodgers on the other side saw all 5 of their Tony Gonsolin starts on the season stay under the number themselves. I'm going to lean toward another underdog in this spot here. Give me the underdog Padres plus $1.10 and the under 8.5 in that game. And with that said, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on Patreon. If you guys decide to get a package here today, just keep in mind we'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Tuesday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.